Hello everyone. Today we learn about the generations of computers. First we have to know about the definition of the computer. A computer is an electronic device which manipulates an information or the data. The term computer is derived from the Latin word computere, which means to calculate. Computer has the ability to store, retrieve and process the data. We can store as much as we need, and we can access the data what it is stored, and from the stored devices we can retrieve and we can process the data. And the computers are used to type the documents, biodata, resumes, textbooks, any notes, material, that type can be you can use. And we can also send the emails, we can play the games using the computers and browse the web and many more, etc. And we can also use the computers to edit the documents, spreadsheets, and we can also create the new spreadsheets, presentations, and even videos also. Computer can process the numericals as well as the non-numerical calculations. Computer is designed to execute applications through the integrated hardware and software components. It works with the help of programs. And computer has a memory which stores the data, programs and the result of processing. The processing results can be produced as the output. The components included with the computer like the machinery, which includes the wires, transistors, desktop, monitor, CPU and a hard disk. These are all called the hardware. The programs and data are called the software. The analytical engine was the first computer which is invented in 1837 by the Charles Babbage. So Charles Babbage is known as the father of the computer. And this first analytical engine uses the punch cards as the read-only memory. So first computer is the analytical engine which is invented in the 1837 by the Charles Babbage. Generations of computer. The generation in computer terminology means the change in technology a computer is or was being used. The technology which is changed in the computer, in the technology. Initially, the generation term was used to distinguish between the varying technologies in the hardware. Nowadays, generation includes the both the hardware and as well as the software, which means nowadays the software as well as the hardware is up to date changing, which together make up the entire system. Without the software and hardware, the computer system is nothing. And there are five generations of the computers. The first generation computers is in the period of 1946 to 1959, and the second generations of computers included in between the 1959 and 1965. In between 1965 to 1975 period, we have the third generation of computers. In between the 1971 and 1980, we call that computers, the used computers are belongs to the fourth generation computers. And after the 1980 up to now, we are using the fifth generation computers, and these are the latest computers of the technology. The first generation computers which are used, which are developed based on vacuum tubes. The characteristics belongs to this generation of computer is its period first generation period is in between the 1946 to 1959, and its size is relatively big. The size was equivalent to a room and weight was approximately or about to 30 tons, and its speed is very slow. 100 instructions per second it can perform. Nowadays it perform trillions of operations or instructions. The cost is also very high because it uses the vacuum tubes. And the language used in these computers are the machine language and the assembly language, which are hard to know and not as easy as the nowadays the languages. And reliability is high failure rate, the failure of circuits per second. So we have to again the change in the circuits, and again the so failures occur frequently. And it uses the high power consumption. So and it is generated much heat, and the power generates the heat. For that purpose we have to use highly air conditioned systems. Okay, J.P. Eckert and J.W. Mauchly invented the first successful electronic computer called ENIAC, which stands for the Electronic Numeric Integrated and Calculator. That is the first generation computer. And the trends and development in that time is the at the first generation, the main component used in first generation computers, the computer is looks like this. It occupies a room, and the vacuum tubes are like this, and these are based on the vacuum tubes require the large cooling system. Okay, and the main memory used in those systems is the magnetic drums, and secondary memory used is the magnetic drum and as well as the magnetic tapes. The input media is the paper tape and punched cards. To give the input to the computer, we are in those days they used the punched cards, and output cards also the punched card and printed reports. Example for the first generation computers is the ENIAC, UNIVAC, Mark 1, Mark 3, and IBM 700 series, IBM 700 series, and IBM 701 series, and IBM 709 series, and more, and many more we have the computers. Some of the computers belongs to the first generation computers are these. And next is the second generation of computers, which are developed based on the transistors. Second generation computers belongs to the period of 59 to 65, and these are developed based on the transistors, and its size is smaller than than the first generation computer, and these are relatively fast compared to the first generation. The first generation computer does the hundreds of instructions per second, but second generation computers does the thousands of instructions per second. It is the improvement in the speed of the second generation. Its cost is slowly lower than the first generation, but its cost is also high. And the languages used in these languages are the assembly language as well as the high level languages like the Fortran, COBOL, BASIC. These high level languages also used in these types of computers. And failure of circuits is per days. In the first generations, failures of circuits are per second, but it reliability is increased, that is per the day failure may be occur, and low power consumption comparing to the first generation computers. And the trends and developments in the second generation computers are: main component used in the second generation computers are the transistors. The second generation computers is looks like this, and they uses the transistors as the main component, and main memory is the magnetic core, and secondary memory is the magnetic tape and magnetic disk. Input media is the punched card as in the first generation computers, and output media is also the same as in the first generation computers like the punched cards and printed reports. Examples belongs to the second generation computers are the IBM 7000, CDC 3000 series, and PDP-1, PDP-3, PDP-5, PDP-8, Atlas, IBM 7094, etc., and many more belongs to this type of generations. Some of the are these computers. And next is the third generation computers, which are based on the integrated circuit. Its period, the third generation computers is in between the 75 to 71. The characteristics belongs to this generation computers are: its size is smaller than the second generation computers, but disk size is mini computer. These computers are known as the mini computers. Its speed is relatively fast comparing to the second generation. It does the million instructions per second. In the first generation, it does the hundreds instructions per second. In the second generation, it does the thousand instructions per second. But in the third generation, it does the MIPS, million instructions per second. Its cost is lower than the second generation. The languages used in these generations are the high level languages like the Pascal, COBOL, BASIC, C, and etc. Failure of circuits in weeks. In the second generation, failure may occur in the days, but in the third generation, it improves the reliability to the days to weeks. And power consumer is low power consumer. And these computers reduce the computation time from microseconds to nanoseconds. And air conditioning is also required in these types of generations of computer because it uses the integrated circuits as the main component. The trends in the development of the hardware are main component used in the third generation computers is the integrated circuits. Okay, integrated circuits were invented by Robert Noisy and Jack Kilby in 1958, in between the 58 and 1959. And integrated circuit was a single component containing a number of transistors. Okay, the third generation computers look like this. These are also known as the desktop computers, and the primary memory used in these computers is the magnetic core. Secondary memory used is the magnetic tape and as well as the magnetic disk. Input media is the key to tape and key to disk, which are similar to the keyboard and mouse. Okay, and output media is the printed reports and video displays. The output is media is changed to video displays. The examples to this type of generations is IBM 307 series, CDC 7600 series, PDP personal data processor 2, etc. And integrated circuits looks like this. These all are the transistors containing in the one integrated circuit. This generation of computers has the big storage capacity. In these types of computers, we can store as much as compared to the first and second generation computers. And they used the operating system for the better resource management because it uses the high level languages and used the concept of time sharing and multi programming operating systems. And these are the developments in the generation of third generation computers. And next is the fourth generation of computers which are developed based on the VLSI microprocessor, and its period is in between the 71 to 80. Its size is decreased to similar to the typewriter size, that is known as the microcomputer. In the third generation computer we call that as the mini computer, but fourth generation computers are known as the microcomputers. Its speed is relatively fast comparing to the third generations. Its speed increased millions to tens of millions instructions per second, and the cost is lower than the third generation computers. The languages used in these generations are the C++, KL1, RPG, SQL, etc. Reliability is increased. Failure of circuit in months, from weeks to months it is increased its reliability. Low power consumption. And the microprocessor is used in computer for any logical and arithmetic function to be performed in any program. And GUI technology, graphical user interface technology, was exploited to offer more comfort to the users in this type of in this in this period, that is in the fourth generation computers. The trends and developments of the hardware in the fourth generation computers is the main component used is the large scale integrated semiconductor circuited called microprocessor, or also known as the chip, RVLSI, very large scale integrated. It is looks like similar to the third generation, but its size is decreased. The microprocessor is very small like this. Okay, this is the microprocessor which is used in this. The main memory is the semiconductor memory, like the RAM and ROM, and cache memory is used as the primary memory. And the secondary memory is the magnetic disk, floppy disks, and also the optical disks like the CDs, compact disc, and disc DVDs also used as the secondary memory. Input media is the keyboard, and output media is the video displays, audio responses, and printed reported also used as the output media. The examples belongs to the fourth generation computers are Cray 2, IBM 3090, or IBM 600 series, or IBM AS by 400 by B60, or DEC 10, or PUP 11, etc. are belongs to the fourth generation type of computers. And air condition is required in many cases due to the presence of the integrated circuits. And next is the fifth generations of computers, which are developed based on the ULSI microprocessor and AI, that is the artificial intelligence. The period of 1918 onwards or up to till the date, the computers which we are using is the fifth generation of computers. Its size is credit card size microcomputers, and its speed is increased 10 millions of instructions per second to billions instructions per second. The speed is very much increased. The cost is slightly lower than the first generation, and the language used in this generation of computers is artificial languages like the Lisp, Prolog, etc. The failure of circuits is in the year, the reliability is very much increased, and the low power consumption. The aim of this generation is to make a device which could respond to the natural language input and are capable of learning and self organizing. By means, when we are talking with that computer, it accepts that as the input and it responds. Okay, those type of, and that means it respond to the natural languages the which the user is using that computer. This generation is based on the ULSI, that is the ultra large scale integration technology, which results in the production of microprocessor chips which having the 10 million electronic component. And these generation of computers provides with more user friendly interface with multimedia features. The multimedia features also included in these types of generations. And the trends and developments in these types of generation is: main component used is the based on the ULSI, that is looks like this computer, this is looks like the LED monitor and processor, and looks and also laptops also belongs to this generation. Ultra large scale integrated circuits, it is also known as the parallel processing method. The memory is the optical disk and magnetic disk. Input media is the speech input, and tactile input as the input media. Output media is the graphics displays and voice responses as the output media. And the generation computers processor chip is the ULSA, that is the AI is looks like this. Okay, and examples is the laptops, palm tops, notebooks, PDAs, personal digital assistants, and Chromebook, Ultrabook are the examples of the fifth generation computers. And they may make the human brains dull and the doomed. Means the very much use of the computers, the human brain becomes the dull. This is about the generations of computers. In this we learn about the different generations, that is the first generations of computers, second generations of computers, third generations of computers, fourth generations of computers, and fifth generations of computers. Now we are in the fifth generation of computers. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.